y'all, Taylor Lauren here. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about my life as a beauty queen, wife, and a mama. Welcome if you're new here, and if you're coming back, thank you for coming back. So if that kind of content interests you, beauty queen, wife life, mom life, then just keep on watching. In today's video, y'all, we're going to talk about pageant etiquette when it comes to your crown and sash, when to wear it, when not to wear it, when to wear both, when to wear one or the other, wearing it at appropriate places, whether it be another pageant or an appearance that you're going on. So if you want to learn more about the proper etiquette, then just keep on watching. Okay girls, so I'm breaking this video down into two parts: etiquette as a current title holder and etiquette as a has-been, as a former, as a forever, whichever phrase you want to use. I'm fine being addressed with either of them. It doesn't really offend me. I know some people prefer former to has-been, or forever to former, so that's a different thing. But I want to make this video because I feel like crown and sash etiquette isn't something that is talked about enough. I am a Southern woman. My father did put me in etiquette school and sewing classes when I was younger, so this is something that I think is very important. And these are just like formal table manners is something that you may not use often, but it's good to have when you need it. Crown and sash etiquette is the same, especially if pageantry is something that you participate in often. If this is just kind of the world that you live in, like myself and like a lot of other pageant women, pageantry is very popular here in the South. So I just wanted to go over some crown and sash etiquette with y'all. This is not like a formally written down type thing. These are just kind of like unspoken rules that I have learned throughout my 10 plus years of competing and now coaching and judging. And I think the information that I'm going to give y'all is just the best way to go about any situation, whether you're a current title holder or a has-been. So let's go ahead and get started with current title holder crown and sash etiquette. Also, I have my crown and sash here just for a visual for y'all. So I am the current Mrs. Georgia All-Star United States 2022. My reign is actually about to come to an end. So I just wanted to go over some etiquette for appearances and for pageants for current title holders. You can start with pageants first because I see this mistake being made more so than, that etiquette and appearances. So what I think is the most respectful protocol when you are attending another pageant, whether it is another prelim within the organization that you compete in or not, I think that the most respectful thing is for you to just attend in your sash. Do not wear your crown to another pageant, because most likely when you're attending another pageant, one of those contestants is going to get crowned, and that is going to be that girl's first time wearing her crown. So she should be the only person in the room, unless they are giving away multiple titles. The girls that win that night, in my opinion, should be the only ones wearing their crown. So just like no one was wearing their crown or interrupted like your crowning moment, like y'all, like it's the first time you're wearing your crown, you want to be the only one, all eyes are on you. So when you're attending another pageant where a girl is getting crowned, no matter the age division, let's say if you compete as a miss and you're going to a team pageant or what have you, no matter the age division, if you're going to another pageant where another girl is getting crowned, just go in your sash. Don't be disrespectful and oh Lord, my breast cancer badge came off. Don't be disrespectful and ruin her crowning moment by wearing your crown as well. Allow her to be the only girl, or her and her sister queens, allow them to be the only girls in the room that have their crown on. Now you may be asking, how does this work if I'm a title holder giving up my crown and crowning the next girl? Good question. So I think that, again, the most respectful thing, so that you're not interrupting anyone else's spotlight or limelight or crowning moment or anything like that, I think it is more than appropriate for a girl to wear her crown and sash, her entire regalia, if you will, during her farewell. So if you're giving up your title, you're at the pageant. If you're assisting with, emceeing, or you're asking like the onstage question, I don't think that's an appropriate time for you to wear crown and sash. I don't think you should have on anything, because at that point, everyone knows who you are. Every time you come out on stage, they're welcoming you as the current title holder. So you don't need your crown and sash to like make that known, if you know what I mean. And at that point, you're kind of being seen as a member of the board. You're assisting with the show. But I do think that it's okay once you have your farewell and you're doing your final walk and they're, saying your speech, or you're having your thank yous playing in the background or with the voiceover. I think that's more than an appropriate time for you to be in both crown and sash for your final moment. For the last time, I am your such and such and such and such. Y'all know the whole thing. So I think that's more than appropriate for you to be in both. But if you are the current title holder assisting with the show, I don't think you should be in anything, because every time you come out on stage, girl, they're gonna say, let's welcome back our current title holder, Allie Mae, da 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 da. They're gonna introduce you. And I think to an extent, we all know that when you have a title, it's only for a year. So although it's bittersweet to let go, you should also be looking forward to what's coming next. This title is supposed to pave the way for your next endeavors. It's not the end all be all. So yes, it's bittersweet, but you should also be looking forward to what's coming next. So if you don't know when to stop wearing your crown and sash, it comes off as very stingy. You know what I mean? So that's for pageants. Now let's talk about appearances. When you're going out on appearances, if you're a keynote speaker, yada, 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 girl, wear your get up, wear your crown and your sash, because this is something that you got invited to, something that you got booked for. That is an appropriate time to wear your whole get up, your whole regalia. I don't think we have an issue doing that. I think it's more so when we're attending things within the pageant industry, or where other girls are getting crowned, where the line kind of gets iffy. So if you're attending another pageant, just your sash. If you're attending an event that you got invited to, that you are going to be mixing and mingling and booking or working at, come in your whole get up, okay? So now let's move on to appropriate crown and sash etiquette for has-beens, formers, forevers. This is where I see, in my opinion, more bad etiquette than anything. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. So I feel like I can speak about this from all perspectives, because I am a current title holder. I'm also a has-been. I've been first runner-up. I've experienced, all the things. And I'll say first and foremost, I believe that the best etiquette is once you have given up your title, once your year is done, you do not need to be seen in public wearing your crown or your sash. Now, what I have done in the past for events that I think are appropriate, like if let's say I'm speaking to a kindergarten class, or I've got booked to come for, career day or whatever, and I'm a former Miss Georgia 2020, which I am, I would still bring the crown and sash in the crown box and maybe like have it on display or let the kids wear it or something, but I'm not going to show up in regalia, and I'm not going to like put that on for pictures or anything, because it's no longer my year. And for people that are not in the pageant world, that the moment that they see a crown and sash, they think that you're the current title holder. No one outside of the pageant world is paying attention to your year. If you have it on, it's going to automatically be assumed that you are the current, and that is disrespectful to the actual person who is the current. So once your year is over, I do not think that you should have on your crown or your sash at all. Of course, you're still going to get booked because you were Miss such and such, this year, Miss such and such that year. That's fine. that's the purpose of having titles, so that they can, elevate you further. But once your year has come to an end, you do not need to be showing up a crown and sash. When I was a Miss State title holder, the girl that was crowned before me, she was still going, on appearances and bookings and stuff. Avi, girl, do what you gotta do. But she would still show up in crown and sash, and she was no longer the title holder. And I actually reached out to our director to advise her on it. So y'all, don't do that. Once your year is done, stop showing up in your crown and sash, because again, it's disrespectful to the current title holder. And you should be able to let go. No crown, no sash. The thing is, if you were doing what you were supposed to do during your year, if you were being impactful, you won't need to show up in crown and sash as a has-been. What you should be doing is, when you get appearances or bookings or whatever, you should be submitting a bio, and you should be able to list all of your most recent or most impactful titles in that bio. So it will still be made known that you were Miss such and such and such without, wearing your crown and sash. And then again, depending on the type of appearance that you're going to or the type of booking that you have, if it is appropriate for you to bring your crown box and kind of have your crown and sash on display, that's fine, but you should not be posting photos or parading around in your crown and sash when it is no longer your year. It looks like you don't know how to let go, and then it's not fair to the girl who worked hard during her year and got that year for you to still be in regalia during her year. Just think about how it would make you feel if you got crowned and then the girl that crowned you was still in crown and sash. Like, it's no longer your year. And like I said, I think that does apply to the crown and the sash. I see a lot of has-beens or formers of forevers who still wear their sash, and they think it's okay because they don't have the crown on. No. If you have on any type of regalia, people are going to assume that you're the current. And like I said, if you're impactful, if you're in the community, if you were doing what you could do to the best of your ability, people will be able to look at you and say, oh, that's Miss such and such that year, and oh, she was Miss such and such that year. Like, if you're making an impact, people will know your year and your title. So that's it, you guys, for this video. I hope it was helpful on a crown and sash etiquette for current queens and for has-beens. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, engage with me in the comments down below, y'all. Like, what is your crown and sash etiquette? This is by no means the law. This is just kind of my opinion and how I operate as a pageant girl and as a title holder. So let me know what you feel the exceptions to the rule are, or if you do anything different. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.